Varsity Club, welcome back to another classic. Immediately has a guy. It is what it is. It's the block. Leave a like on the video. Hit that big red button down below. Let's jump right back into it. Ladies and gentlemen, the top 25 poll now. Miami is no longer your number one team. They've fallen to number 8. You have Oklahoma, Oregon, Florida, Notre Dame, and Georgia. But we're playing this week number 7, Auburn. And if you're wondering, well, GGB, where are you guys ranked? You've won a couple of games in a row. Well, that's very simple to answer your question. We are officially ranked number 19. The highest we've ever been ranked in school history, but I don't want it to end here. This is officially the biggest game in program history. If we can beat Auburn today, we got a shot at being maybe a top 13, 12-ish team in the nation. It's just, this is an SEC team. They're pretty much better than us across the board, and they've had a really tough schedule. They fought number 3 Florida at the very beginning, only lost by 14. They played Mississippi State and won by a lot. Appalachian State won by a lot. And Ohio, they won by a lot. We got to step our game up big time. Oh, and if you're wondering how our recruiting visit went with our guy, our tight end, Eric White last week, we went really good. We got plus 750 points, 500 for the base score. We met both of our goals, got 250. And overall, from a top school standpoint, he's pretty much 100% locked almost, and we're leading the charge by a lot. We're good. We are coming into today's game about to see SEC speed, SEC power, and a whole lot of other things in the SEC that we're not really used to. We have got to do our best. And it's going to be a tough one. Durham's got to be on his A game. We've got to not turn the ball over here with John McConnell. We've got to do everything we possibly can. And then have a little bit of luck fall on our side too. McConnell's got one deep. He throws it. It's nearly picked off. Essentially, with everything considered, we need them to play one of their worst games of the season, and we have to be on our A game. 3rd down, 6 yards to go. This is a close one, and Moody's going to grab that one, picks up more yards. He crosses the 50. Doing okay. A lot of you guys have been asking for different uniform combinations. By the way, we're rocking something a little bit different, okay? The orange pants, the white helmet. We're switching it up, mostly because we need to be able to see where they are, and it doesn't matter because they're going to chase us down nonstop. A little nervous here. We got McFadden in the game, though. He might be important today. We'll find out. Scramble is real, and we've got a wide open Lonnie Downs who might have died. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. Okay, maybe I'm the only concussion after that hit. The big thing we want to make sure we do, though, is to not abandon the run. We need to make sure the run works first and foremost, which means we probably have to run on the inside because they have the outside lockdown. Those dudes are fast and they are agile and they will find you. So 2nd and 4. And then with the play action, they're all over it. Our guy McConnell, though, might have some SEC speed himself. 1st down out of bounds. No one touched him. You got to love it. This is how our team has to play. We need an entire game of this, not just one drive or a couple of drives, an entire game of playing. Not like that. A little dicey here. Oh, we got McFadden. McFadden's going to catch it the other corner. He runs right into him, but he's still got 18 yards, and we're inside the red zone. The true freshman Clayton McFadden. We're finding little wrinkles to bring that dude in. He is one of the fastest, quickest players on our team, and he's showing it there. McConnell's gonna try to hold on to one. He's gonna get brought down. Luckily, doesn't get hit super hard, but he's down at the 5. 2nd and goal. McConnell's had a couple of runs that have been pretty solid so far. Trying to get Durham to get positive yards again, but they've been watching film. 3rd and goal. We got 1 3rd down conversion. Can we get a 2nd one right here? McConnell under center. Running a lot of slants here. McConnell felt the pressure immediately, has a guy, finds him, and he's got Lonnie Downs. Lonnie Downs is in the end zone, ladies and gentlemen. At least for now, we have the lead against Auburn. We have seen what our offense can do, but good Lord, what can our defense do? That is the question. Bixby is going to be an absolute problem today. I'm more worried about him than I am, honestly, anybody else in their team. Bo Nix came back for his senior year, and again, that's another problem we have to worry about so far. How can we do against him? Can we get some pressure on the quarterback? The answer so far is absolutely not. Jordan Dame is trying to come in here to get the guy, and Kirk's going to bring him down, but Elijah Canian gets 18 yards. We do have some guys with solid speed, but I think for the most part, we've got to line our guys up in zone and just pray that we can get out there. Bigsby goes out there. We hit him hard. We finally get a stop for a loss. Garner Conley made a big play there. Stepping up, we end up getting the defensive lineman to help out, but that was huge. Way to stop him. Going with a little read option here. McNeil's going to try to chase down Bigsby. Eichenberg and company get him, and he only gets 3. Big play coming up here. 3rd down and 8. We're playing for the pass. Got a couple of guys that are going across the middle. They found one in Evans, and then Evans just made us look ridiculous. Kirk ends up getting thrown off, stays with him, tackles him, but what could have been a punt maybe is now on their doorstep. We thought we had them, but we were honestly incredibly wrong. Got to watch the run here. Going with Bigsby. Eichenberg's there. We're going to see Antonio step in, but they still go forward. Got our guys watching the edges a little bit here. They go with the QB run, and we stuff, and we were ready to go. I just want to point out, I'm just now realizing our kicker missed the extra point. This is why we don't kick field goals. Our guy can barely even hit an extra point. How do you expect him to hit field goals that are larger than that? They go with the QB run. They barely get in. Bo Nix fights, and well, they're going to have the lead because we have a kicker that can't make an extra point. As predicted, they get the extra point, and so our team's out here looking to make some plays. McConnell has got to be on his A game today. Heisman level A game. 2nd and 4 for McConnell. First quarter closing down a little bit. The pressure is real, and the young fella can't even get rid of it. Had guys he wanted to throw to, but couldn't even get it off. Auburn is feeling incredible right now. We got 3rd and 14 as the first quarter is winding down. McConnell's rolling. They're closing in on him. He's going to try to get all the way down there. He fights, put his body on the line, and he got all 16. Let's go, young fella. That was the first thing all day to really silence the crowd. You got to love it. Second quarter started. We're trying to get Derman back involved. Again, there hasn't really been much of a running game to present. And it stays the same. Derman's averaging half a yard per carry right now. You're really seeing them put him through the ringer. 2nd and 10. McConnell drops back. The pressure is real. He is just running for his life right now. Maybe could have thrown one up, but they have locked down corners on each side. We don't want to test them too much. We don't want to give up on the running game though. Inside, outside, whatever it is, we want to find it. Look at Derwin finally getting more yards on that carry than he had all game at that point. 2nd and 3. We wanted the read option, but I don't feel like that's going to be the move. They kind of have guys set up for that. It feels like we're going to lose yards quicker than we're actually going to gain them. Safeties are in the box. We're going to test them a little bit here. Pressure again right there. We waited for guys to get off, but they are jamming everyone at the line of scrimmage. We play on the drive. 3rd and 3. We need something big. McConnell has it in front of him. We're going to go ahead and use that as an excuse. No. He's supposed to slide. McConnell didn't slide. We hit it for him to slide. He didn't slide. We hit it well before that. And we fumbled instead. You can chalk this play up to things you do not want to see happen. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. We got it. Jacoby Walters picks off the screen. You've never done that, Jacoby Walters. We saw the play. We were frustrated with what happened with McConnell. Jacoby Walters jumped the route, saw it the whole time. And we got reservations for 6 at Chili's. We're back, baby. Now, McConnell actually has a bruised elbow, which he's not going to be in right now. It's Rocco Green coming in, who's done well the little bit we've seen him this season. 2-point conversion. Rocco Green throws it, and it's to Lonnie down. Similar spot to where he caught that touchdown pass earlier. He gets the 2-point conversion. We're back in the driver's seat now. Again, there's a risk of an injury here. Bruised elbow. We're going to keep McConnell in the game. I think he's going to be fine. We'll try to protect him as best we can, but we need this dude to win this game. That was an incredible turn of events. To see Jacoby Walters step up like that, a big-time player making a big-time play, you love to see it. And we went for the halfback that time, but Bo Nix does not care. He gets a major gain. Even though he gets hit hard, he's right back up. In fairness, we were trying to jump that to intercept it, similar to what we did previously, but you got to imagine they're going to be a little bit more careful now than they were earlier. They throw one out here to the edge, and we have no one to cover Newton. Kayla Newton has been all over our defense so far today, catching balls left and right. We've honestly not been able to really stop him. They're going to go for this one, and look at Ray Walton step up. Big time play by the safety. Love to see Ray Walton step up like that. It's a fantastic play. Loss of 4 there for Auburn. Bo Nix again. Drops back. Watching across the middle. Our guys are just a little bit in shambles. Playing the pass the entire time. We're going to press cover a little bit. Our guys aren't as good as press covering as what they obviously have, but we're QB spying here. A lot of pressure. We got guys. Antonio's back there as well. It's not caught, but you know what? Bastion Kirk and Antonio couldn't grab it. It's still 4th and 4 for Auburn. Auburn goes for a punt. It goes into the end zone, so we have the ball from the 20-yard line. If we can get another score here, that's massive for our team's momentum, but we're just not getting any run blocking right now. Auburn is shutting down the run game nonstop. We're going to send Dawkins deep here, Moody underneath. Moody gets hit hard, but he still gets 7. From the right hash, McConnell's been great today, 5 for 7. Already has a touchdown in the afternoon. Let's see what our guys can do. We're risking one for the biscuit, and Moody with another big grab. The former running back converted to receiver with a major grab against Auburn. You're honestly starting to see a lot of those guys that were converted a season or two ago really step up. They're the reason we can hang with a team like Auburn, at least for right now, because we have that speed. Putting Moody in motion. Derwin finds a great hole there. He's going to pick up 8. Promising, but we need more consistency. Looking for a read option. A little scared to run some of these against Auburn, but you know what? Last time it didn't work. We're making sure we slide way earlier than usual here. As much as we can, I want to take time off the clock. I do not want Auburn to have anything positive here. Another run here. Derwin finding some room, and we're finally starting to see how we can get plays to develop. If they block, he will find a gap. It's been an unreal tough game for Marvin Derwin, averaging 2.1 yards per carry. All he needs is a team to block, and maybe to see a guy coming from the right-hand side. 3rd and inches. Again, we don't really trust our kicker, so we're going to go for it no matter what. 4 down territory. You're kidding me. Oh my God, you're kidding me. How do we not get that? We're in a spot where we cannot trust our kicker. We cannot trust our offensive line. We got to hope that our guy can get that first down. And Derwin is going to just barely get it. Thank God. Connell and company ready to go. See what we got here. This is scary. No, we forced it. They read it. And instead of getting points, despite getting the 4th down conversion, we got nothing to show for it. He jumped the route. In our defense, as we threw it, it was looking good. But the moment we let go of it, he had already jumped the route, and we were in shambles because of it. We're going to keep these guys in balance as much as we can, but Auburn wants points on the board ASAP. The only bright spot, though, is I believe we get the ball at halftime, which will help us out a little bit to try to chew the clock and get points on the board yet again. Auburn, again, wasting time. I don't really believe that they're going to run anything. I could see them going for one last trick play. They've had a few in their school history, and we want to make sure that we do not get fooled. Keep the guys in front of you. We're trying to push our coverage back, but it's as far back as they can go. Clock winds down. Last second play here. They go to the sideline, which feels weird, but you know what? We're not going to argue against it. A touchdown lead against the number 7 team in the country. We're on the big stage. Can we close it out in the second half? We're about to find out. All right, so maybe we thought we had the ball to start the second half, but we definitely do not. So here we are on defense. See if we can stop their running game. It's probably the thing that I'm scared of the most. They've yet to use it a lot, and I'm okay with that. Don't forget, Tank Bigsby is a guy that was up for the Heisman last season, so he's a dude that can absolutely run all over our team, and I don't want to see very much of him today. They go for a screen. We nearly jump it, but we stop him short of the mark. Playing for the pass here. We want to get a couple of blitzers going. We got pressure on him, and he got rid of it. Let's go. We're going to have a 4th and 1, assuming they punt it. We got the ball back, baby. This is what I wanted to see. Our defense coming up with a big stop. We blitz at the right time. Bo Nix panicked, got rid of it. And here we are with the opportunity for McFadden. Hopefully have a good return. Give me 15, 20 yards, young fella. McFadden bursts to the outside. He's got a seam, but this is SEC speed, so you can't imagine he goes but so far, and he gets 9. Not the return we wanted, but it's still positive. The big thing we've been trying to do against Auburn is control the clock. Not let them have the ball. Don't let them really get things going. Try to have it as long as humanly possible. It's worked, but how long can we do that? With a run game like this, I don't know. What I can say, though, is that if we can get a touchdown within the next little bit, we'll be just fine. McConnell, again, using his legs, and that is the only positive thing we've had so far today, is his running game is keeping us alive. A different formation here. Dermot lining up. Try something different, and we still only get 1. I guess in fairness, Auburn does line up against Tank Bigsby every day on defense, so they're used to stopping an elite rusher, which Derwin, as good as he is, he's not yet elite. But underneath to Robley, who had a monster week last week. It's a big 14-yard grab there. And the interception McConnell threw, which is a great play by the defender, more so than a bad throw by him. We'll take him gambling for that. And look at Derwin. Derwin just picks up 12 yards. More of that. Marvin Derwin looked like a bowling ball going through the middle of the defense there. Speaking of a bowling ball, we're going to make sure we get down before we get hit like one there. Again, plenty of time off the clock. A little over 4 minutes left here in the third. See if we can get the running game to work. But, I mean, their linebackers are ready for it every time. 17 attempts, 38 yards for Derwin. Shambles doesn't speak enough volumes where he is right now. I should have bring Lonnie Downs across the middle. It's a little bit of a scapegoat here. Running backs open. It's Johnson. Johnson's going to pick up 4th and 3. I don't think we kick the field goal. We won't make it. We got to go for it. This is the biggest play of the game. We got McFadden in here. You've got Miller Moody in here. You've got a lot of guys that can make a play. Our quarterback, though, is going to rely on his legs, and they gamble. McConnell gets down, thank God. I was worried about the fumble. We had to maneuver a little bit, but we're still alive. Now we've yet to try a halfback screen. Looks like it has some potential, but Derman gets turned around and still loses two. We are struggling with him. And that being said, I don't want to give up on Marvin Derman. He's still our best option at running back. It's just maybe today isn't his day. Switching things up slightly. We'll go for the underneath, but it doesn't really do much other than one. I will say, though, we are in a spot where this is a field goal that's possibly able to be made from our kicker. It's just a scary one at that. Uh-oh, Moody has a step on him and throwing it over the top. It's picked off. We wanted it in the corner. He threw it pretty much in a straight line. The safety, Reed Jr., just makes a better play. So with that, our kicker does not even get an opportunity to try to put points on the board for us. We're here, and we're just praying we can get a stop again on defense. That tackle gives Bastion Kirk already 6 on the afternoon. He's been stellar today. Wish he had a pick earlier, but we've been happy with how he's played. And oh my God, I'm not happy with how our defense is playing right now. Bo Nix is trying to set a record for the longest run for him in his career. Damon can't make the tackle. Philip Antonio does, but they are all the way down to the 21. We cannot give up plays like that, especially to Bo Nix. We can't. One of the few plays today we did not QB spy, and we are definitely regretting it. Man in motion this time, it's Hudson. They go with a little jet sweep. We're going to try to force the ball out. We get a hard hit, but unfortunately none. Switching our team to a little bit of zone coverage. Playing for the pass here. They go with the run. We got a couple of guys there. Caps and company force him to stop, but it's a hair shy of the mark. Trying our best to stop them here. Auburn's feeling really good in the red zone. They go with a little bit of a QB motion, and the QB's going to go after one. Switching it up. We're going to have a blitz this time. They go with the run, and Bigsby literally headbutts the guy and falls down. This is one of the biggest moments of the game. Can our guys step up and get a stop? 3rd down, 8 yards to go. Auburn goes underneath. Antonio hits the hit, and Bastion Kirk gets a stop. They might have to go for a field goal here, which is music to our ears. It's better than nothing. Okay, so Auburn says no, they're not going for a field goal. They want to go for that. They do not want to lose to a team like us, so they're going for it. 4th and 6. We're playing for the pass. No, we had him. Our guys just didn't go any deeper than what they needed to. Auburn is going to tie this thing up. I'm in shambles over that play. We've been trying to play very calm, very cautious, and playing not to lose. It's about time we play to win. That was scary. Holding Auburn to 14 points is incredible, but it's going to be all for naught if we don't get some points ASAP. McConnell's going to skirt through. McConnell has a chance. One block. If 62 makes that block, he might still be running. The fact that John McConnell escaped what would have been a disastrous hit on him is monumental. 6 minutes on the clock. Where is that throw going, McConnell? You were throwing it a slant, not the guy on the curl. The nerves are at an all-time high right now. You can even see it in the routes being called. McConnell and company are a little scared here. We're going to switch things up. We're going to put Downs on a deep route. Romello also on a deep route. If they're going to give us the yards, we're going to take them. We don't want McConnell to get hit, but we'll take the 3rd and 2. It's 3rd and 2. I don't know if I trust our team to get the yards here. Safety's in the box. Derwin found some room. He fell down just trying to run through that one, and he got it. Auburn has been an incredible egg to try to crack today. And they have their guys all over us. I mean, absolutely all over us. John McConnell is one of the best passers in the nation. He barely has over 100 yards today. That is earth-shatteringly shocking. Pass here to Lonnie Downs. He got both feet down. You love to see it. 2 interceptions of the day for McConnell. Both have been fantastic plays by Auburn. I don't hate the throws that he's essentially made today. I think he's honestly played great. It's just been tough to find anything out there. Great run again by Derwin. We're going to see JoJo Johnson come in, who typically doesn't really get any blocks. So we'll see how this nets out. JoJo Johnson. So close. So close. We need literal inches here. Okay? Literal inches. Come on, JoJo. Offensive line blocked a little bit. JoJo was just trying to get to the outside. Couldn't quite get there, but 3 is better than none. We'll take the first down. If there's anything we're doing right now, we're trying to keep the ball out of Auburn's hands. Their offense has been hot. We need them to cool off. Their defense can tire a little bit. That'll be great too when Derwin picks up 5 more after getting a breather. Auburn's backs against the wall, but last time they were out here, you saw what happened. Derwin all the time in the world. Look at Derwin. Marvin Derwin, the 15-yard run, and he's hype. I don't blame him. Get hype, young fella. Look at the run one more time. Bounces to the outside, sees the immediate room, shakes the safety out of his mind, fights through, and 14 saves of what had been a touchdown. A run that we have had great success in has been the halfback toss. JoJo Johnson's in the game though. He gets the blocks, and you hate to see Derwin not get that touchdown, but still, points on the board is what our team needs. We now have, so when the extra point goes in, a touchdown lead against Auburn with 3:30 left. All right, we have good news. The extra point actually went in, so a 7-point lead for the squad. Watching their running back Eichenberg making a great play. Would have loved the pick, but I'm still fine with the disruption. 2nd and 10. Auburn in shotgun. They're not panicking yet, but they're definitely going to the run a little bit more. We get a hit on him, we stumble him, and we drop him after 3. We're playing the pass the entire way. Eichenberg out to the edge. Walton watching the middle. They go for a halfback draw. Bigsby gets stuck, and Walters hits him to make it 4th and 6. This is going to be interesting. Do they punt it or go for it deep in their own territory? Auburn is going to opt to trust their defense. Down 7. They're going to trust their defense. I kind of probably think I would have made the same play call, but the way our offense was moving last time, I don't know if they really have the benefit to do that. McFadden up the middle. He gets to nearly midfield. We'll take the 11-yard return. The young fella put us in great position to hopefully get more points. Auburn has 3 timeouts. They have time on their side. Let's see what they can do here. That's supposed to go off to Derwin. Derwin wouldn't take the ball, and so instead we lose 3. Got to admit, felt great there. Thought we ran a good spot. Auburn uses a timeout, but that should have been so many more yards than what we ultimately got out of that. Look at Derwin fighting. 6 more yards, making it 3rd and 7. This is manageable, but they're down to 1 timeout now. The age-old question is, do you run it and maybe not get the first down, make them use their timeout, or do you try to pass it? The school of thought that we're using here is we're going to try to pass it and pray that we can get something. 3rd and 7. Throw it to Derwin. Derwin's got the blocks. Derwin's going to cut up, and Derwin's going to have the first down. Auburn uses their final timeout with 2:06 left. That was a chaotic play. John McConnell. That's the school record for passing yards, which may have been the most important pass in school history, not just for that mark, because we may beat Auburn because of it. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left is not enough time yet. We can't afford to not get a first down. We still need 1. And Auburn knows that they're blitzing pretty heavy here. 23 rushes for Derwin, 78 yards. This has been the toughest run game of his young career. Like Oliver in motion here. Derwin doesn't have quite enough speed. 94 speed, but he needed more. And as much as I want to, pass the football here and try to get the first down, we got to run it. We got to make sure that Auburn has as little time as possible to mount a comeback. McConnell's going to fight his way through. He doesn't quite get enough, but still, 4th and 3. This is huge. This is huge. Play clock's winding down. All we got to do is run 1 play, and we're out of here. McConnell keeps it. McConnell gets the block. McConnell's going to stretch his legs. He is going to pick up the first down, which is going to lead to Cascade Valley Coyotes beating the number 7 Auburn Tigers. I can't believe we did it. John McConnell put the team on his back. He was running all over their defense. They've been expecting him to go pass heavy. Jacoby Walters had by far the play of the game, picking off a halfback screen and taking it to the house. We beat a top 10 team, and it's not even our best form yet. Recapping the stats, McConnell had a great game still. Despite the interceptions that were fantastic plays by the other team, he was 12 of 19 for 136 yards and 1 touchdown. They didn't give him a lot, but he found ways time and time again to move the chains and keep this team alive. On the ground, Derwin fought his heart out. 24 for 78, no touchdowns, had a long of 15. To see McConnell go 16 for 106, no touchdowns, and JoJo Johnson went 3 for 7 with 1 touchdown. Sometimes it ends up being like that, but a team effort for sure. In the air, no one really had a major game, but Lonnie Downs 4 for 35 and a crazy touchdown early in the game. Moody had 58. We see a couple of guys get involved. McFadden had an 18-yarder, but look, everyone played their part. On defense, Bastion Kirk was everywhere. Again, dropped a major interception I would have loved to have seen him grab, but it is what it is. Jacoby Walters, though, stole the show. 4 tackles, 1 for a loss, 1 interception that went for a touchdown, and really changed the source of this game. Beating the number 7 team in the nation is a huge accomplishment, but look, this team has more work to be done. We can't just hang our hat on this game and go out and lose to a really bad team. We have to keep pushing and fighting forward. When we do that, well, we got to figure out. But recruits, I think they might be a little bit more likely to want to come play for us now. Be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. Catch you guys in the next one.